Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, as requested by you, the servicemen of the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance, presented this week and every week till it's over there. Hi there, gang. This is Ken Carpenter, hitting the international paper route to all APO and FPO numbers to peddle a regular weekly edition of Command Performance, to which you subscribe by letter to your big bake care of Armed Forces Radio, Los Angeles, USA. We've got another 7-star final tonight with a lot of your favorite stars. And because we're very short of time, we won't mention the name of our MC. Besides, this lad's one payment behind on his car and doesn't want the finance company to know where he is. Gentlemen of the AEF, your master of ceremonies.
Where the flying fishes play, you can hear the patters of chicken out of China across the bay. The road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play all day. And the dawn comes up like thunder out of China. All clear. Thank you, and hello there, man. This is Jerry broadcasting from Hollywood, Colonna, telling you, all you fighters, if you want good biters, to... wrong script. And now to the mail as time will permit. Flash. Dear Command Performance, Bob Hope is wonderful. Hope's jokes are wonderful. Please have Bob Hope MC real often. Signed, Bob Hope. Seriously, fellows, hello to Private Harper and the infantry at 890 who sign off as Red, Shorty, the Blonde Bomber, Chicken, Hairless Wade, and Sinatra. Sounds like the faculty of my alma mater, good old Snafu Military Institute. But on with the show. Here's a Back Bay beauty now in pictures and doing big with Woody Herman singing My Ideal. It's a Command Performance for Francis Wayne.
Find the boy in my mind, the one who is my ideal. Maybe he's a dream, and yet he might be just around the corner, waiting for me. Recognize the light in his eyes that no other eyes reveal. Oh, will he pass me by and never even know that he is my ideal? He might be just around the corner,
Thank you, Francis Wayne. Lovely voice, lovely complexion, lovely figure. 5 years ago, I would never have noticed a pretty girl. Yes, working 5 years for Bob Hope has changed me a lot. Hungry-looking wolf, ain't I? And now we answer letters from Corporal Fred Pinacci at 959, from Hut 24 at 980, Mike the Boss, Scotty and Company. Also Sarge Conkle at 777. 777. Using his own dice. Hello, Dick and Jimmy at Canadian APO number 5, the Whipper and the Governor at 858 with regards from 52nd Street. Well, gentlemen of the AEF, we present... No, I can't go through with it. This girl's face would stop an 8-day clock in the first morning. Fellows, the one and only, thank heavens, Cass Daley. How do you do, Miss Daley?
Oh, Professor Colonna. You know, for years and years I've wanted to meet you, to stand next to you. And now at last here we are. Face to face.
It's pretty gruesome for both of us, isn't it?
Now listen, don't trifle with my heart, Jerry. I need love and affection.
Well, don't you think I'm romantic?
Romantic? Why, Jerry, next to Cary Grant?
Yes.
That's where I'd like to be, next to Cary Grant.
Coordination, double pool. Has Cary Grant got my physique? Has Cary Grant got my charm? Has Cary Grant got my muscles?
No, he hasn't.
I wonder who has got him.
Oh, Professor, you're driving me to distraction.
Get around for a man with only an A card, don't I?
Professor, I wish you'd stop being silly. My boyfriend's overseas, and he listens to command performance.
So your boyfriend's in the Army?
Certainly is. He's a lieutenant.
No kidding. Lieutenant?
Yep. Well, sure. He's too young to be a private. But, Jerry, I don't think he'd object if an old family friend like you wanted to give me a little kiss.
My dear young woman, don't you realize that every time a girl gets kissed, she's exposed to 75,000 germs?
Boy, am I pure!
But my dear, I see great changes for you. I am looking in the tea leaves.
No kidding. What do you see?
This is most encouraging. It is leap year, and I see you with a handsome young man. You're standing on the rim of Niagara Falls.
Leap year and Niagara Falls. How romantic. Oh, Professor, if you were standing beside me on the rim of Niagara Falls in leap year, what would you whisper to me?
Leap, darling, leap.
Wise guy, Hal. Listen, Colonna. Is that your own head, or did your mother get you all mixed up with a darning egg?
Well,
Answer me, is that your own head or a darning egg?
Don't confuse me. I'm a new man.
Professor, that's a very old joke.
Yes, but I'm sentimental about it. You see, that was one of my father's jokes.
What are you, one of your mothers? Fellas, here's a story of what I've been doing lately. Set to music by this swell Armed Forces Radio Orchestra. If you please. Yes, sir. The drama, art, and ballet. Then the theater wing came over, said, forget about Pavlova, learn to cut her rug. So now, I'm a jitterbug. Hey, 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 hey. I'm getting corn for my country at the state door canteen. The hardest working junior hostess you've ever seen. I'm doing my bit down there for Uncle Sam. I'm a patriotic jitterbug, yes, that's what I am. I'm getting corn for my country, and I don't even try. I'm getting down around a mud pack or a beauty course, 'cause my weight's been taken over by the Army Air Force. I'm not exactly Ginger Rogers, but then what do I care? Dancing neath those GI shoes is not like dancing with a stare. And the way those cowboys from the prairie expect me to sashay, I think I'd rather two-step with their horses any day. I'm getting corn for my country, though the going is tough. When I think I can't go on, it seems I can't get enough. So if you hear the soldier, sailor, or Marine, tell him to look me up at the stage door canteen. I'm getting cards for my country at the stage door canteen. I'm dancing with the Coast Guard and the Merchant Marine. I'm about to cave in, but I'm as bright as a star. So a wise guy says, relax, kid. Where is Hedy Lamarr? I was a girl who loved the theater. I loved it with my heart. Then the theater wing said, cashier, won't you come and play your part? So I took a 2-week beauty course, had my hair bobbed, and now I don't look like an old lady anymore. Look like an old man. And then they told me, as a hostess, I'd have to chat and dance a bit. Well, now I'm beat from dancing. Don't you think it's time to sit? I'm getting cards for my country, and I'm really all in. In a week from now, I'll be here with my usual limb. So if you hail from the Bronx, Des Moines, or Aberdeen, just ask for Daley at the stage door canteen.
Thank you, Cass Daley. Next, in answer to many hundreds of command performance requests, one of our truly great singers, a woman whose name for a good many years has been sort of a Gibraltar in the midst of American music. Fellows, Ethel Waters.
Thank you, Jerry Colonna, and hello, boys. Clever man, that Mr. Colonna. Did you hear how nicely he said that Waters has been around a long time? But they're going to have a hard time stopping yours truly from singing, and very definitely we won't stop until it's over there. With my sincere admiration for all of you, I'm filling your orders for a song I introduced many months ago right here on the Command Performance, and many years before that in good old New York. Boys, I can't blame you for still loving the St. Louis Blues. I hate to see that evening sun go down. I hate to see that evening sun go down. 'Cause my sweet man done left me in this town. And if I'm feeling tomorrow like I feel today, if I'm feeling tomorrow like I feel today, I'm packing my grip and making my getaway. Why, that St. Louis woman that wore them diamond rings led my man around by her apron string. If it wasn't for her powder and for that star-bought hair, the man I love wouldn't have gone nowhere. Got to say My man's got a heart like a rock cast in the sea. Or else he wouldn't have gone so far from me. But when you see me leaving pin crepe on your door, won't be dead, just ain't coming back no more. Got railroad blues, railroad fare, feel like riding and the jet's nowhere. Getting me a train 15 coaches long. When you look for waters, I'll be gone. The train I ride is marked Santa Fe. Can't be back down yonder to Tennessee. To my dear old mama and dad, bestest pals I ever had. So long, 'cause I'm on my way.
Thank you, Ethel Waters and fellas. It's a great honor for me to be on the same program with Fibber and Molly. All my life I've wanted to mingle with comedians, but you know my tragedy. Under contract to Bob Hope. Before this lovable couple get here, a quick toast to Larry and Bob and the engineers at 636. A toast to Staff Sergeant Leroy Kane and the 5 GI jitterbugs at 638. Private Marvin Schimmel and 516, and a toast to those RAF boys who check in as Jock Law, Newcastle, Georgie, Keep 'em Flying, Dang On, the great Drew and Down the Hatch Brummel. And buttering the toast, here's another command performance for Fibber McGee and Molly.
The sounds emanating from 79 Wistful Vista this afternoon have been described by tortured neighbors as being like A, writing with a dry slate pencil, B, a crosscut saw being filed, and C, the love call of a hyena. But, well, they're all wrong. The squire is merely vocalizing.
Heavenly days, McGee. Must you do that? Every time you screech like that, I think I smell burning brake lining.
No, I can't learn to sing if I don't practice, baby.
What's all the you business? Every singer I ever heard practice saying me.
Yeah, well, I don't like that me stuff. Too egotistical. Besides, in love songs, everything is you. I love you, you love me, stuff like that.
Where on earth did you get this sudden impulse to go vocal? You always said you carried a tune. You couldn't carry a tune in a 2-ton truck.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, yes, that I did.
And the reason I'm resuming my musical career is very simple.
I think so, too.
You haven't heard it.
Well, the crack still goes.
See, I was listening to the radio last night, and I just got to wondering what those bobby sock crooners have got that I haven't got. The answer, to be frank, and I do mean Sinatra, is nothing.
Now, McGee, let's face the facts. Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby have a certain magnetism, a sense of showmanship. Well, my goodness, they can sing.
Oh, they can sing, eh? Don't you remember how I used to entertain the troops over in France in the last war?
Yeah, but you weren't a soloist, dearie.
Huh?
You were a member of a quartet, thus sharing the blame with 3 other GIs.
Yeah, but I was the only natural, instinctive singer. The other 3 could read music. Well, hey, are you trying to discourage me?
Well, to give you an evasive answer, yes.
Oh, I don't think that's very nice. A guy's wife trying to discourage him. What if Alexander Graham Bell's wife had been like that? He never would have discovered radium.
McGee, he didn't discover radium. He invented the busy signal.
You know what I mean. Hey, what time is it? She ought to be here by now.
Who?
My vocal teacher.
What?
Oh, I didn't tell you. I signed up for a series of lessons.
Well, how much is he charging?
It ain't a he, it's a she. And she's charging on the basis of how good my voice is. The bigger possibilities I got, the more she'll charge. That way. Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to get 35 cents so you can pay for your first lesson.
Oh, yeah? Well, she'll probably charge $10 an hour. In which case, I'll take a 5-minute lesson to start with. Then after a few lessons, I can go out and entertain the troops at army camps and stuff.
Well, I won't answer for the men, but the officers will love it.
Why the officers?
It'll put the men in a fighting mood.
Doggone it, what's detaining that teacher? I better call her up and check. Hand me the phone.
Here.
Thanks. Hello, operator. Give me the music studio on the corner of Mert. Is that you, Mert?
Oh, dear.
How's every little thing, Mert? What's say, Mert? Your brother. His girl feels bad because he couldn't come home on furlough?
Oh, that's too bad, McGee.
Well, they make a great team anyway. Sad sack and an unhappy bag.
Say, incidentally, McGee, whatever became of the other members of your old Army quartet?
Well, 3 of us are married and 1's still living. That's old Fred Nittany from Starved Rock, Illinois.
Oh, dear.
Ah, good old Fred. He was the major's orderly and always used to make the major sore the way he always sang while he worked.
Oh, I've always loved that.
Loved what?
The smell of burning oak leaves.
Well, I remember one time we...
Oh, this must be the music teacher, dearie. Come in.
Well, hi, sis. I'm glad to see you. This is my wife, Molly. Molly, my music teacher, Miss Cass Daley.
Well, how do you do, I'm sure.
Likewise. Well, now, where should we go to make a bum of Beethoven, kids? Got a bomb shelter?
We'd better practice in the music room.
Where's that?
Over in the corner by the phonograph?
Well, now tell me, Fibber.
Yeah?
I hope you don't mind my calling you Fibber, because I always like to know my pupils by the first names in case I ever have to keep them after school hours.
Oh, yeah.
But in your case, I've already given up the idea. Tell me, Mr. McGee, how much experience have you had?
Why, plenty, sis. Started chewing bubble gum when I was 4. At 6, I smoked my first Q-Beb, and at 7, I was going to
McGee. She means vocal experience.
Oh, that. Well, I think she ought to tell me first. What are your qualifications to teach me, Miss Daley?
Oh, just call me Cass.
You know, that's an odd name, Cass. How did you get that?
Well, my family didn't have any credit at the grocery, so they named my sister and me Cass and Carrie.
Oh.
No brothers?
Yeah, I had one. Long-haired Daley. We didn't have any credit at the barber shop either. Oh, but come, time's a waste, and leave us try to...
But you didn't tell us about your career, Miss Daley.
Oh, yes, well, I studied with Lewis, you know.
Mary Lewis of the Met?
No, Strangler Lewis of the Mat. Boy, you ought to hear me get a toehold on Rimsky-Korsakov. Did you know that a good singer can shatter a wine glass by singing a note at a certain pitch?
No, not really.
Why, that's nothing. I saw a musician crack a derby hat with a trombone once.
Playing?
No, he was serious. It was in a...
No, do you mean... Do you mean, Miss Daley, that a person who knows music can pitch his voice so exactly that it will shatter a wine glass?
Certainly. And I'm just the one who can do it. Why, I walked through the china department of a store once just humming and ruined $1,000 worth of stock.
Well, let's see you crack that glass vase on the piano, sis. I'm kind of skeptical.
Well, septic? Oh. Well, very well, but stand back. I don't want anyone hurt by shattered glass.
Hey, she sings good, don't she, Molly?
She was just clearing her throat, dearie.
Oh. Well, go ahead, sis.
All right, now remember, you asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
There goes all the front windows.
Thanks, Fibber and Molly and Cass Daley. Ladies and gentlemen, every so often an amazing new song sweeps across America, you know, like the Hot Set song and Pistol Packet Mama. Well, sir, we've got another one on our hands, and already it's got a grip on the public like a chowhound on a turkey leg. It's a very catchy song called Mersey Dotes. And the lyrics seem complicated, but really they're not. I will now introduce this new song on command performance with a complete musical commentary a la Dean's Taylor. Major. Dotes and dosey dotes and little dancey divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? Yes, Mersey dotes and dosey dotes and little dancey divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? If the words sound queer and funny to your ear, a little bit jumbled and jivey, sing mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. Oh, Mersey dotes and dozy dotes and little lambs eat ivy, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? A kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? I suppose you're wondering what all these words mean. And it's all very simple. You see, Nancy-dotes and dosey-dotes means nothing more than Reds break the steer of the drill spell, battling the salt cement with a kitchel sax de Grexter, tax waxing each cloak topping top roll, of course. Brank this twice till if the cat seed mouse and all, then we come to the next line. For example, Little Lamsey Davy, which simply means Tomtip Scoffin, based on a Melford Rob's drill to kips. Bringing out the glad gobbles which whistle to the twistle of the soup feathers, and furthermore. Omnifallen divers fall of Alterflawn, as we say. But that's getting away from the subject. The only way that I can best explain the meaning of a kiddly divey, too, is by quoting a line from a speech I once made. Quote. After Gwetitridge constantly clumped the bronc, or better still. Well, first the call for and blow for the top for. Wouldn't you? Unquote. Now, have I made myself clear? Any questions? When you have a date with your sweetheart and say, Mersey-dotes or dosey-dotes, she will look into your eyes and whisper, what's the matter, you crazy or something? But don't let that stop you. Just hold her in your arms closely and sing... Don't little lambs, divey, a kiddly divey too, not me. I'll eat bananas and make them wake up, make believe it from you. That does it, fellas. Thanks for the letters. Anything you want, just write to Command Performance. We got everything here. Everything. Just name it. We got it. You don't know if fellows got any bourbon, do you? This is Jerry Colonna knocking off for the night. Check you later, gang. So long.
And this is Ken Carpenter coming in with the vital statistics. To wit, Command Performance is arranged in cooperation with the Hollywood Victory Committee and is produced for the Armed Forces Radio Service.